This is Samya. I've been with Windsor for the three semesters, I would say. I completed one of my semester with UO people, and then I transferred to Windsor University. I work in IT industry, and I wanted to complete masters and really uh, have a master's degree added to my, experience and skill sets in IT industry. And that is the reason I decided to complete masters. I work as a business analyst, business lead analyst, or tech lead in IT. And yeah, that's a brief introduction about myself. No, in person wouldn't be possible for, as I mentioned, I'm a full-time, you know, working business analyst. Um, Really, in person wouldn't be possible for me. Online is really something, I can complete at my own pace. Um, I know there were like certain times where I felt that, oh, it's a little bit of work, additional work, but at least being online, I could complete my, all the assignments and could spend time on the exams over the weekend. So it becomes convenient when it comes to online, specifically for people like us who are working full time. All versus if would be like, that in school, that would be very difficult. And I don't think that any working individual would prefer that. Um, I would, I mean, special definitely. When it was a time from me to move on from the UO people to Windsor, I was looking on Google and other platforms and found interesting things about Windsor that they are having online classes, some interactions are there. That was something, catchy for me that, okay, at least I get into some classes, get to introduce myself, get to talk to some people. It's not all online, but I liked Windsor better for the various reasons that you're not like too much loaded with the assignments and too much loaded with the theoretical work versus you are more loaded with the practical knowledge and that actually stays with you, right? Because you are doing something in theory versus you're doing something practically. So that is something I liked here. Um, and I like the interactions definitely. Being a business analyst, I'm more interactive than people working in the development areas. So
Mhm.
I can understand my husband like that you more versus I didn't like it. So it's like about personality that you like to interact more, you like to speak to people, you want to go to some classes at least if you cannot make all. And being having like weekend classes and like weekend exams, it's all worked out for me for sure. So it's definitely adding value in my profile. But our world, IT world, works on skill sets, and the more skill sets you have, you're more successful. That's the thing. But as I mentioned, having a degree, bachelor's versus master's definitely add a value. And as I was planning to move forward with some full-time roles, it's definitely going to add a value in getting a full-time role and then getting a recognition there that I'm masters. Um, no, definitely some courses were very, very, I would say learning curves were there. And for example, when I completed my thesis, and when I completed the research, the professor was very knowledgeable, Professor Rex Holiday. And I really felt that, that experience, that knowledge which we are gaining from him is really going to help out in the various areas, specifically me being working in IT and working as an analyst. Analysis is really something, which was very helpful for me. Thesis was very helpful because it was all about my own area I wrote for Agile. So how agile is really, implemented and impacting IT and other businesses. So it was definitely a great learning with various professors, and I named Rex Holiday. Entrepreneurship, like even though I don't want to open a business, but still, working as a contractor also becomes a business that I have to handle things and my bills and everything carefully. So it was definitely a great learning experience. I know it's really a great learning experience, and I would say I definitely learned a lot. I'm better person and better experienced and knowledgeable person than I was 2.5 years back for sure. It's um, it's a return of investment because it's definitely going to help me when I am going into leadership roles. I'm already into leadership roles, but I think I'm going to expand more onto leadership roles at this age. So it's definitely going to be helpful, and it's definitely going to be ROI for sure. No, absolutely. And to be very honest, I do say to my nephews and nieces as they are growing and they might would choose at some point, not for their bachelor's, but probably for their master's. And never know, some of them might would also choose for bachelor's. So I'm already recommending, that, oh, this university is great, and I think you guys should, move forward. If you are planning to do something online, you should definitely switch to Windsor. Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely going to, recommend to my friends, my own family members, and everybody I know if they're planning to do any online courses.